Hi, would you like to know how to make a restaurant digital menu in less than 30 minutes? In this video, we're going to show you exactly how to do just that. Tableside is an application that helps restaurants become fully digital. We offer everything from digital menus, customer table ordering, and order management for restaurant staff. We'll show you how easy it is to create an elegantly designed menu, just like the one you see here, that is accessible from any mobile device with a simple scan of a QR code. We will walk you step by step from creating menu categories, menu items, and even adding plate options and side items to each menu item. So let's get started. This is the example menu that we're going to build. This is for a seafood restaurant. We're going to have 3 different categories: appetizers, soups, grilled platters, and shrimp platters, each with a couple of menu items. Before we continue, I'd like to explain really quickly about how menus are set up within Tableside. First, we're going to start with menu categories, highlighted in red. These are the sections within your menu. Within each category, you'll have menu items highlighted in red. If your menu items have different options, such as different sides, different sauces, or different flavors, those are called submenus. In this example, our platters will have a choice of side of French fries, fried rice, or baked potato, where the baked potato has additional cost of $1.50. We'll show you how to do all that within Tableside. So in your browser, go to tableside.com. Once there, click on Login. This will take you to the app. The login screen will show up. Now, if you haven't gotten login yet, you're going to have to register. Let's go ahead and register. Basically, what you're doing here is you're filling out your information. Restaurant name is going to be called Oceanside Restaurant. Food restaurant. All right. Now you got to make sure you input all this information. This is information for Tableside to know who they're working with. Click submit. So what will happen is you'll get an email confirmation, and you'll be notified that your registration is complete, and you'll get your login credentials. Once you get your login credentials, you'll come back to the Tableside app login, the same way I just showed you through the Tableside main website. Another method is to go directly to app.tableside.com/login. Now what you're going to do is you're going to type in the credentials that was given to you. It's going to be your email and temporary password. So when you first log in with the temporary password, it's going to ask you to enter a new password so that it becomes your permanent password. It's probably not going to happen here because I've already logged in before with this email. Now when you first log in, the main screen is going to be blank. This is where all your tables in the restaurant are going to show up if you have the premium membership. We're going to go over here to setup. Now on the top here, you're going to have different setup options. First one is the menu setup. Second one is where you set up your restaurant and your tables. This is where you add your users. So if you have waiters, managers, this is where you add them. And then your account information here. Okay, so let's start with setting up your restaurant. When you first get access to Tableside, everything here will be blank. You want to start with adding your logo. Click on upload logo, and we're going to add the logo here. Click save. As you can see, now you have a logo in the setup. Your restaurant address, we're going to go ahead and put that in. For your tables, if you have the free version of Tableside, you won't be able to have table ordering. You'll be set up with a single table to allow you to create a menu, and that menu would be connected to this QR code that we'll show you later. But let's just go ahead and add a table. We're going to call this table 1. Basically what we're doing here is we're creating a menu based on this single table. So if you don't have the premium subscription on Tablside, you'll only be able to have one table. Most likely give you an error if you try to add any more tables than one. We're going to come back to this to show you where and how to print the QR labels. Assign waiters. This is if you're going to assign waiters to the table with table ordering, but we're not going to show you this in this video today. So now let's go back to the main menu. So menu setup is categorized into 3 different sections. The main menu items, then you have the sub menu, and you have the menu type. The main menu is, all your menu items basically. Your sub menu items are the side dishes or the options that go with the menu items. And then the menu type is if your restaurant has more than one type of menu. For example, if you have a separate breakfast menu or lunch menu or dinner menu, you can categorize menu items based on those types of menu types. As a premium subscriber, you'll be able to access all 3 of these. But on the free version, you won't be able to access a submenu or the menu type. And I'll show you how you can just set up a basic menu just with menu items. So let's go ahead and set up our menu. What we're going to do first is we're going to set up our menu categories. Menu categories are the sections in your menu. For example, you have your appetizer section, salad section, soup sections, your entrees, and your desserts. So those can be your categories. So since we're building a seafood restaurant menu, we're going to start with appetizers. Now the way categories work is basically we're going to link menu items to these specific categories. So as a restaurant customer, when I click on appetizers, only the appetizer menu items will show up. Okay, so let's keep adding our menu categories here. We're going to add soups. Okay, add grilled platters, and we're going to add shrimp platters. Okay, now we can also add one that's called drinks. Okay. Now at any time you can always remove these categories, and you can also edit the names at any time. What these arrows do is you can sort them the way you want it to show up. Users are looking at the categories. So let's say maybe you want to move the drinks up. So what will happen is they'll be able to see appetizers as a first option and drinks as a second option. That way it kind of flows through how they order. Most customers will probably order appetizers and drinks first, and then they'll probably order soups and then their entrees. So now that we're done with our main categories, we're going to add our first menu items. So let's start with appetizers here. We're going to create one called shrimp cocktail. This will be for our appetizer. Put it as price of $10.50. Now this is where you can select the category. So this is going to be appetizer, and this is going to be the type. So we don't have a menu type yet, so we're going to leave it blank for now. We don't have a sub menu yet. The rank is how you want these menu items to be ordered in terms of priority within the menu. So if you want something to show up first on the list, you want to give it a 1. And so you set different priorities all the way to 5. So 5 will be lowest priority. So let's just go ahead and set it as 1. So we'll type in the description here.
We can also upload a picture. You click on upload picture, and then here let's put shrimp cocktail. Alright, and we'll go ahead and add it. Now let's keep adding. Let's add one more appetizer. Let's call it crab cakes. This would be 12.5. Those in appetizers, leave that blank. Submenu blank. Our rank, let's put it as 2. And we can also put it as 1 as well. And what we'll do is it's going to alphabetize it first. So go ahead and upload a picture here. Alright, so now we're done with appetizers. Let's go ahead and add a platter. Okay, let's call this salmon. Let's put that as $17. It's going to be a grilled platter. Okay, and give it a rank 1. Alright, and we're going to add one more. We're going to call it corn shrimp. $15. They're the shrimp platters. Alright, give it a rank 1. Alright, and maybe let's add a soup and chowder. Okay, and we'll put that as $6. So this under soups. Give it a rank 1. Chowder. There, now we kind of have our menu already. So now that we're kind of done with the main part of the menu, we haven't done the sub menu yet, or the menu types, but let's go ahead and see what it looks like. So what we can do here is we can go to restaurant. Let's take a look at the QR code. Now you can see that we've been set up with a single QR code. Now this is for just one single table. If you have the premium version, you're going to have different QR codes. So the menu will be tied to all of these QR codes, but it's going to have a specific table ID to allow customers to order specifically to that table. Now what we can do is we can either take our phone and scan this QR code, or we can go ahead and go here, go to app.tableside.com. We can go ahead and open and enter the table ID here. You can go to 15041001. Now this is going to ask what the first name is. It's going to ask for allow location. Okay, so now you can see that we have our basic menu here. So we have our appetizer first. As you can see, the order of how we set up our categories is set up exactly how we see here. Now we can click on details. You can see picture and a description. Now if you have the premium feature, you'll be able to add to your orders and add any instructions if needed. And then take a look at the grilled platter. There you go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add it. So you can see now we kind of have everything done. Okay, now let's go back and go a little bit into detail about submenus. Now again, for the free version of Tableside, you won't be able to access submenus. Submenus again are side options that you can add to specific menu items. So let's go ahead and create one. Set up the same way. We have the main submenu item, and then we have the submenu categories. And basically what you're doing is you're connecting menu items to a specific category. So let's go here. Let's go ahead and type in platters. And then here you can create custom instructions. You'll be able to see how this works. So if you have an instructions, it could be, please select one of each or two of each. You can go ahead and put it here. But here we're asking the user to select a single option. Okay, let's go ahead and click add. So now we have the platters. So now let's add submenu items to the platter. So here what we're going to do is we're going to say that for every platter they can be served French fries and no additional price. I'm going to select platters here. In here we don't have to have a description. You can if you want to. Let's keep adding some more. Okay, let's add fried rice. Okay. At $0. Right. Now, maybe you want to add something that's potatoes. Potato. And let's say that's additional $1.50. Alright, so now that we've finished the making a submenu, now we can connect a menu item to a submenu. So because we made one that was called platter, we can connect one of these platters to that one. So here we can go down to submenu, click on platters. Alright, so now you can see our submenu has a platters. We can do that for popcorn shrimp as well, and then we can check afterwards what that looks like. So now let's go back to our menu here. Go to our platters. So now when we click on add, you can now see that we can select these options here. So let's go ahead and add baked potato. Click OK. Now we can see here in our grilled salmon option, it's added $1.50 to the option. So now that we set up our menu, it's time to print out our QR codes to give your customers access to the menu you just created. To do that, go to Restaurant, click on Print QR Labels. Now, because we only have a single table, it's only going to give us a single QR code. As a free member of Tablside, you will only need one QR code to allow your customers to view the menu. If you're a premium subscriber and you want your customers to be able to order from the table, you will have to create more tables with unique QR codes to allow them to order food directly with a unique QR code. The QR codes are 2 inches by 3 inches and can fit the 2x3 Deflecto sign holder shown here. These sign holders can be purchased on Amazon or at your local office supply store. So that concludes our instructional video about how to create a digital menu with Tablside in less than 30 minutes. Hopefully you guys found it helpful and easy to use Tablside. We'll be releasing more instructional videos about Tablside's other features, so don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below or email us at hello@tableside.com. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you on Tablside very soon.